So in this video, I'm going to start off by showing you how to find a percentage of an amount using a calculator. So suppose we want to find 23% of £1,750. But what we need to know is the decimal equivalent of 23%, and then we simply multiply 750 by that number. So we take 1750 and multiply it by the decimal equivalent, which is 0.23. Now, if you're comfortable with decimal equivalents, then this is a very straightforward method. But if you're not, we'll have a look at that first then. So some decimal equivalents. Well, you can see that 23% is 23 from 100. You could do 23 divided by 100 on your calculator, but it's better really if you can see the easy link that exists between decimals and percentages. So 23% is 0.23. What about 3%? Now, 3% often gets confused with 0.3. In fact, it's not 0.3. 3% is 0.03. It is 30% that is 0.3. It's a bit easier to understand if you put a naught on the end and see that your 30% is 0.30, whereas your 3% is 0.03. So, if you're comfortable with decimal equivalents, then as I say, it is very straightforward. I'll show you a couple more examples. So to find 14% of 1200, it's 1200 times the decimal equivalent. You should notice that the decimal point comes across 2 to the left when you convert from a percentage to a decimal. So it's 1200 times 0.14 will give you the answer. I'll put the answers in a moment. I'll show you the working out for each question. So 8% of 600, so 600 times the decimal equivalent for 8%, which is 0.08 for 8%. Find 12.5% of 1670, so 1670 times 0.125. Again, just look at that point moving two places, 0.125. And finally, 6.25% of 2,300 can be found by taking 2,300 and multiplying it by 0.0. It's only a single digit, so you need the naught first to show there's no tens. 6, and then just write the 25 on the end. So we take the calculator to finish off these questions. So we've done the working out, and now I put all the calculations through the calculator, and we see we've got answers 168, 48, 208.75 and 143.75.